This is a quick video about making a virtual copy in Lightroom. Sometimes you're working with a photo and you want to head down the path of editing that image, but you want to be able to jog back from a point. And a virtual copy is an easy way of doing that. Snapshots can also be useful too. Another time it's virtual copies are really useful is if I want to take an image that's in color and I want to leave that color copy, but I also want to have that same image in black and white. A virtual copy works really, really well for this. So let's just look at a couple of ways of doing this. Got this image here pulled up, and this was made with the Fuji camera, 20 millimeters, f9, ISO 200. I mean, real basic exposure, nice and sharp image there. A little bit of mosaicing happening with the Fuji sensor. It's that Trans-X sensor. It does some interesting things there in those details, but otherwise, I've never had a complaint with it, and I just love the sharpness. I've actually taken this image and printed it 20 by 30 inches wide, and it just looks awesome. I've got my changes here that I've made. So let's make a virtual copy. All I need to do is right-click on the photo, press Create Virtual Copy, and Lightroom makes that virtual copy for me right there. And it lists it out. It'll say 1 of 1 and 2 of 2, and the virtual copy always has this little peel on it right there. And if I look then in my history, the history for this virtual copy is nothing. So it's just create virtual copy. So it took that photo from that state right there and created another copy of that image for me. All my settings are right there. So if I take this and I wanted to make it black and white, I don't want to do that. I'm going to close it. Let's just click on black and white right here. Now I've got my black and white image, and some cool tools in black and white. We can just go in here to the black and white mix, and we can actually change kind of what this looks like by kind of applying different filters to an image. So we can play with this a little bit more. There's probably more aqua and green in here, so if you want to increase those color channels, we can. So this is a nice way of being able to take an image. You can use this tool here. You can click onto that and grab it. And if I wanted to make this darker, I can click and then drag, and that's going to drag my greens down and darken those up for me. Then maybe I want to go back to the basic panel. I'm going to add some contrast to this photo right here. And I want to pull my highlights back down, keep that detail in there. And I'm going to bring my shadows up just a little bit more, like that. And let's get those whites. I'm looking at my histogram right up here, and I noticed the whites weren't quite all the way, so I'm going to bring those up just a little bit. And then once that arrow pops up here on my histogram, I can see that I've got a little bit of blown out highlight, so I'm going to pull that back just a little bit. There we go. All right, so that's a quick way of making a virtual copy in Lightroom. And so if you want an image that's both in color and in black and white, you can do that and have two versions of the same image at the same time. This right here is survey mode, and the keyboard shortcut is N for survey mode, and that pulls up whatever you have selected down here in your film strip up on your screen simultaneously to be able to compare the difference. Thanks for watching.